Live. Okay, so it says error occurred.
Oh, that's don't disregard that because you just went live.
Okay, cool. So I got it.
Yeah.
And welcome, ladies and gents and germs. And we got Shalana coming in. All my top hempstresses here. I'm so incredible. Whoa, Solo's coming in. Solo was I recorded Solo today. So here comes Solo. It's okay on Women in Weed Day to have a couple of gods here with the goddesses. We're really excited. We're dedicated to hempcrete, and to smoking hemp cigarettes, everybody. So just be careful because we're going to bring Wilfred back on, and he's going to help us with our Snoop Dogg concert we want to have in freaking the Oakland Coliseum with 42,000 people with NFT tickets. So welcome everybody today. Um, I have I have totally my little whistle for us all. Here comes Grasshopper. Does everybody know who Grasshopper is? Okay, this is a secret, everybody. When Grasshopper comes on, he's the Grasshopper from Kung Fu, and he's an elder now. And he was a little bald boy that snatched the pebble in the Kung Fu series. So he's my buddy. He's calling from France, and everybody, when I say 1, 2, 3, say happy birthday. Okay, so here we go, and we're gonna say happy birthday to Lance Glore too. So um, here comes Rodimus, and Rodimus is coming on with his sound, and there he is. Okay, ladies, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
Wait, he's connecting his sound. We'll do it again. Can you hear us, Rodimus? Rodimus, can you hear us? Can you hear us now, Rodimus?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, ladies, this is Rodimus Grasshopper. 1, 2, 3.
Happy
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
So
So there we go. We got
well, your
Natasha.
back office is backing off. I'm out of here.
Okay, thank you so much. Natasha's coming on. Natasha, meet all the ladies. Today is Weedsday, and we have my software here can bring up a little goodness here. Let's see if I can get my mouse to work today, and we can see that my face becomes a poster. And look at that. That's the incredible, smoking out, going shopping. Safeway's open 24 hours, and go get your crap. So this is late night, early day, in the middle of the day. And you know what? It's medicine. Jeff, I can hear, and I will minimize our poster again, see if I can get my mouse back here. And I'll minimize my poster so you can see me actually talking with you, beautiful ladies and gents. We have Solo Breezy on today, too. Couple guys can come in the girls' room, including me. I used to go with Tequila Mockingbird and Mars at the girls' club, and I would put a wig on, in the early days. And Rodimus remembers that, the LA Styley, Club Lhasa. So really fun to have a club with all the ladies today and to honor the women in weed. We have more women in weed coming, and they're probably just, ending their little smoke session and getting ready to come on. And we'll get to everybody today and let you share with us your updates and your pleasure. And we're going to share the new news that every third Wednesday I've decided to dedicate to women in weed. So we're going to have rotating guest hostesses and the mostesses of the hostesses. And it's just I love hostesses, especially like back in the 60s and 70s when you went on the airplane and they were going down the aisle in their special outfits, and now they just wear regular clothes. But special outfits are good. We should have some special outfits. In fact, I'll design a T-shirt this year for for Weeds Day, and then maybe when we come on, we can maybe sport it or something. So Rodimus, you're going crazy. Happy birthday, by the way. How's your birthday going? You're muted, Rodimus. You're muted.
It's been great. Thank you. I've had a really wonderful birthday. I did some fun things today, and I'm really happy to be here and enjoying myself and enjoying being with these wonderful, powerful people. Thank you for all being here today. We praise you. Jeff and I praise the women of weed. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So, including my little software here can have and here comes Portugal. We've got some Portugal in the house. I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get ready to have my sound effects up here. So let's go here, and for the rest of the
Jeff, receive that compliment on behalf of the women in weed. We receive with gratitude. Thank you.
And was that Modest?
Did you have to ask? Who else has it?
Hello, Modest Jones is our co-host today.
Hi.
Co-host,
How you doing?
say something to introduce the women in weed today and for the rest of the century.
Oh, the women, the fine, divine, goddess, feminized women of this feminine plant. No, shout out to my ladies. You know, we love you gentlemen too. We don't want to take anything away from you, but I've just been in such a season of recognizing everything that the feminine does bring to society and the healing and just in the plant magic. And I've been really tapping into all the oppression over the years of our work with nature and herbs and the things that people say to us as we're stigmatized for working with plants. And I just wanted to just show a little extra love and gratitude for all of my witchy women in here today and all your fairy goddess goodness.
Oh, fantastic. And we have Shalana, we have Crazy Pot Mom, we have Natasha, we have Solar Breezy,
We got
and
Brooke in there.
and Brooke has come in, and Emma's here. Thank God. I haven't seen you in a long time, Emma. I miss you so much. How are you doing, Emma?
I'm good. I miss you too. I
Hey,
miss you too.
I
So
know.
happy day.
We're gonna have you come out here. We're gonna procure a hemp drop with all of my hemp shots, so we can raise $1 million to have our concert with Snoop. And so somebody shout out to Snoop, bring him on board, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and then we're gonna bring all the prisoners to the concert, and we're gonna have a day in Oakland like no one's ever seen before. But today, everybody, is a beautiful. We're gonna go back to gallery view. Today is honoring the goddess. The women in pot, I first met them here in Port Townsend at the Women Film Festival. The lady that made Women in Weed, or Women in, however she titled that film, were here sharing their film, and it was just epic meeting watching her film, which maybe we'll get licensed to view it one week on our show. We'll get some excerpts out of it. She explained the numbers, and women are actually larger in the industry than men. And so when I was at Standing Rock, I realized that the grandmothers were the answer to all the problems on the world. When mama's happy, everybody's happy. But now we got to get daddy happy and stop warring and stop and let's end prohibition. So we're going to get my share screen on here. I'm going to do a little 4-minute and 20-second preview here, and everybody sit back, smoke a big one, and watch my share screen here. And I'm going to go find my movie that I just brought in, and we're going to open that with QuickTime. And here we go. We're in the back office, everybody. It's great to be global. It's great for POD TV to help us and to bring us on. And let's see if we can get QuickTime to open. Come on, QuickTime.
Are you on Hulu too, Jeff?
No, we're on Roku, actually. We're on Roku. Thanks for asking. We got QuickTime coming up, and I believe we have our movie right here. So everybody, enjoy our intro for today and some Solo Breezy. Hopefully this is the right movie. I think it is. Yeah, I don't have a tie on today. Okay, here we go.
A parade.
So we're going to go find our real movie here because that's not the right one. So this one here should be the real one, and we're going to yay, and we are going to do some back office work here. It's my show, everybody, and you know what? Stoners are really productive and beautiful, and they're going to help to save the world. It's not the stigma that people think, and marijuana is safer than alcohol. So here we go.
Fuck perfection. Fuck perfection.
Here we go.
Mr. Breeze. I can't hear you yet. You're muted. Solo and Solo calls
Bring
me
up the
Uncle
volume
Jeff.
of the
It's
video,
kind of
Jeff.
cute.
Okay, hang on just a minute, everybody. What we're going to do is we're going to play our incredible movie from here. Here we go.
So everybody listen to everybody today. And
Here we go. Technical difficulties.
A parade.
There it is.
Episode 120. Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we have a Weedsday today. It's going to be super fun, and we are announcing that today is Women in Weeds Day, and we are going to have every third Weedsday rotating guest hostess, and I'm so excited. And so smoke it out and go shopping, everybody. When I go to Safeway here in my little town at midnight, people are bouncing off the walls. So it's kind of fun. Just keep fun. And everything's so serious these days, you know, mortgage and all that stuff. So love you. Happy Weeds Day. Pam Hooray. And women, welcome. We love you. So save the world for us. Okay. All the grandmothers unite. Jeffy Fresh saying, you know what that means. And we are brave and we are happy that we can be the word of reason. So everybody listen to everybody today and just hug your children, your animals, your plants,
Audio is almost
and know that we're coming
imperceptible,
for you all.
Hemp and parade.
Hemp and parade.
Grinders should be with their teammates this week, preparing for the start of the new season. Instead, the seven-time All-Star center for the Phoenix Mercury has been in Russian custody for 75 days. Now the U.S. government considers Griner, quote, wrongfully detained, a change in designation that means officials will no longer wait for her case to wind its way through Russian courts and will seek to negotiate her return.
Come on, everybody. Let's end prohibition now, at last, forever, and give clemency to Sir Leonard Peltier and all the nonviolent 420 cannabis prisoners. We love you. We're here for you. And it's my job and duty and pleasure for the rest of my life dedicated to bringing home.
A parade.
Damn, Jeff, you lit.
And welcome, Modest Jones, our guest DJ hostess, and she's going to be helping us with a lot of future. And welcome Shalana. She's going to tell us about her fashion, and then maybe hook up with Modest and me for our fashion shows. And here's Breezy.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what up, Uncle Jeff? Hey, bro. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're here with Solo Breezy, and he's going to give us a quote of the day. You got some background noise.
Yes. I am actually in a grocery store. So I have to swap out headphones real quick. They got these big ones.
Okay.
Give me one moment. But I'm in a grocery store today, guys. And guess where I'm located at? I'm located behind the Breezy behind us in the alcohol section.
Oh, yeah. Alcohol is not as safe as weed.
Oh, man. Only if I can light up in here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we get
Breezy is inaudible, Jeff.
So, I'm going to give you a quote, but this is not just some type of quote. This quote is by the special person named by Jordan Knight. Keep that name in mind. This quote is wrote by this student. To improve relations among people of different backgrounds, I would say learn as much as you can about different cultures. Don't just base everything on stereotypes. Don't base it on what you see on TV. Read books and understand your history and other people's history. Try to educate yourself and understand things that are happening around the world. Quoted by Jordan Knight.
And had Jordan.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's Jordan Knight? AKA Solo 423. That quote is by me.
Yay. That's our first original quote. Thank you so much. And say hello to the women in weed.
Shout out to the women. I love all you guys and women in weed. Actually, I want to give a big shout out to
Wait. You said all you guys. You said all you guys.
Ladies, wonderful ladies. And
Peace,
ladies.
kids.
Thank you. I love all you ladies out there and wonderful women out there. Big shout out to Crazy Pop Mom and also Little Bit. They'll be on your show tomorrow. So keep in mind with those. And also, what's her name? The one that we had on
Crazy Pop
came
Mom.
in Modest. She's gonna be on there too,
Hey.
right? Big shout out to her.
Totally.
So
What up?
shout out to all those women out there. I apologize for calling you guys, but I don't mean that like that. But ladies, do that. So Breezy loves you.
Okay.
We prefer being called dudettes.
Hey, Hemp Hooray, everybody. So I'm coming back, and that was our intro. We shouted out to Solo Breezy for an original. That was his first original. So he said hello to Modest. He said hello to Crazy Pop Mom, and Shalana and Solo is in there in the background. Let's do our circle here. Let's start off because we got the birthday boy. Let's start off with the birthday boy and let him give a shout out to the women. Happy birthday, Rodimus, and
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rodimus Grasshopper. Grasshopper, happy birthday.
There's Marilyn in there.
To you.
And Mandy Boy.
On Channel 4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, ladies.
I
I
like
could never join in, or you wouldn't be able to play the show, but that was lovely.
Y'all are dope. I felt all y'all spirits in that mix.
Me
Get
too.
it
I
done.
appreciate it. Thank you.
The limited edition Weed Wednesday cameo.
Yeah, that's how you show. That's how you just put a little extra love and an extra little stank on the birthday, you know.
Stank it, and spank it. Oh yeah, remember we used to get spankings on our birthday? Stank it and spank it.
Jeff, you telling us something?
Stank it and spank it. Yeah, Brooke. Yeah.
Oh, it's us in the plant. It's just us in the plant right now.
That's
We're in the
right.
season.
Season of
We're in our
celibacy.
goddess season right now.
There you go.
Weed and women only.
Hey, hemp hooray. So Rodimus, tell us a little bit about, no, forward, only forward.
No. Weed, women, weed, women.
No. Weed women. Throw it forward, both. No, two hands. Forward,
Weed,
What you got
forward.
over there,
We
Jeff?
don't do any backwards. That's too gangy. No. Yeah. So weed women. Always forward. Always forward. So Rodimus, before we get to the women, you got 30 seconds to say hello and to give the women, give them the baton to and the crystal to help end prohibition.
Okay, ladies. I'm being put on the spot here, so I'm just riffing, and I'm just gonna say, you guys got all the power because you know what you got, and it's a matter of like Lysistrata, time to be using that as you need to make the changes that need to happen, and it does take all of us together. We have some. I think it's. I would like to know how many women there are actually in prison who are suffering from the same bullshit prohibition. Because we've only been talking about the guys so far.
Maybe Stephanie Lando will come on from Freed and Grow. I saw her yesterday, and so she might come on today, and she'll answer that question. So hold that question, but that's a great question.
So I seek to ask the questions, not to know the answers.
Okay. Well, your 30 seconds. You have 10 more seconds. Say hello to everybody, and happy birthday.
Ladies, first of all, I'm very glad that you came on here. Jeff, as you know, is a safe and lovely man, and the fact that you are here is supportive of that, and we're all grateful for what Jeff's doing. And ladies, showing up today as you are is incredibly important and balances the testosterone in the room. Thank you.
Okay. Well, everybody, we'll come back to our goddess view here. Eric, we'll get done with the testosterone first. Eric Boone, come in and say hello to the ladies. You bounced into the Women in Weed week, and we're going to have every third week, we're going to have a rotating guest hostess, and we're going to do Women in Weed. So Eric, say hello to all the goddesses of hemp.
Absolutely honored to be here with everyone, and I absolutely love this topic. So I'm going to be listening with eager ears. As far as representation in the industry, I think it's fantastic. What a great showing. Those of us not burdened by the Y chromosome have made. However, I mean, there's still a long way to go. It's still like too many people running the industry that look like me, and there are those who look like me that are trying to change it. So it's great to have everyone here represented, and it's been a really odd year for women's rights. Not all positive, but the fight continues, and I'm so happy that everyone's here today. And with that, I will go into background and listen.
Well, how is Portugal? You got 10 seconds on Portugal. Tell everybody what you just moved.
It's been dumping rain for the last 2 days, but everything is really fresh and smells wonderful now. It's the first rain we've had since I've been here. So everyone carries umbrellas, and I'm sitting here with my Seattle mindset saying, "What are all these tourists doing here?" But I even bit the bullet and bought an umbrella myself so I could fit in a little bit better. And those of us who hail from the Seattle territories know that carrying an umbrella is that's for the weak.
What are the hemp laws in Portugal?
Yeah, so Portugal is really an interesting market because they decriminalized all drugs 20 years ago. They had a really bad issue with opioid addiction, and took the radical step of treating drug addiction as an illness and not a crime. Novel, right? So on one side, it's really nice, and there's a much more realistic view toward it. Kind of on the flip side of that coin, though, I mean, cannabis has kind of been lumped in with a lot of the other drugs. So there's still a little bit of the social stigma here. There are a bunch of hemp stores popping up all over the place that are kind of poised with street retail, waiting for the THC to go legal. And we're going to see that happen real soon here in Europe, as Germany has announced third quarter 23. They're going to be probably, that's their target for legalizing cannabis recreationally, like for adult use. So, and I don't mind. Sorry, go ahead, Rodimus.
I just want to say, when you're done, I want to give an update on France too, where I live. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So, we're not there yet, but Germany's going to go. France is going to go. And with that, I'll let you give update from.
Okay. So, just quick report here from Rodimus. So CBD, lots of CBD stores now. They're mailing CBD. It's legal to put it in the mail to people, so that people are ordering online. There are CBD stores. They're set up just like cannabis stores, but they're just selling non-THC product. And basically, that's the infrastructure that needs to be there, as you were saying, for the next step. The President Macron, he actually tried about 2 years ago to put in a measure that would have legalized it, but he got shot down by the parliament. But that's definitely, obviously, an imperative on his part. He tried to make it happen. He wanted to sort of test the waters. But meanwhile, CBD is happening, and it will just be a matter of time, as you were saying. Also, I want to mention, I just heard today that San Francisco has now legalized psilocybin. I believe that's now just happened just in the last 48 hours. So if somebody can confirm that for me, that's what I heard. And
it started in Oakland, and then Oregon did it. And so microdosing is all over. And you can't, I'm not going to tell you if I did or not microdose today, but my tea is sure delicious. So it helps us all to find the medicine and the strain that works for you, everybody. This is Jeff Ike, and I'm going to turn the show over to Modest Jones. Modest Jones, please come on and help to interview the rest of the ladies. I'm going to give the show to you, Modest. Come on.
I was going to say I hadn't heard from many women on Women in Weedsdays.
Here we go.
But yep, we going. And Eric, I wanted to touch on something you said, about just your admission for the fact that it's true that the majority of the people in our industry are like, not, they don't look like me, like, they put it that way, but that understanding, but also your physical action, like it's not just words, like you put yourself out there, you're in there, you seem fresh. You talk about it's fresh over there, you're fresh, like, your mind just seems open and super lit, and I can tell you're working with the plan in a really positive way. And that just fills my heart with so much love. And that's the healing that we need. And ultimately, when we try to like ease up on separating the races, a lot of separation starts to get targeted towards the sexes, and I just want to say, like, a lot of us are onto it. We know that they're trying to divide us, but this plant keeps us together in a lot of ways. It has brought so many of us together. And all of us unifying in this way is really where the real magic is going to happen, and where the real meat of all of our purposes aligning, really truly is. It's the support from the males, so that us women can look at each other and be like, all right, we can't just talk trash on all males. Like, we're raising males, we love you guys, but just, having you being unafraid to just share your truth in that way really touched me, Eric. And I just want to say that we can make it all about the ladies, but you strong men, like the gods that stand, beside us, that balance, and that's bringing it back to the birthday boy with the balance. That balance is where the real power is, and we all have gifts and power. So we all need to align with ourselves so that we may align with one another. And then we're not chasing our dreams, we're aligning with those. And looking at all of you, I'm glad I took the time, like just taking the time, cultivation, So I want to hear from all you ladies. I mean, let's go. Crazy Pop Mom, I heard you're on here tomorrow. I definitely want to hear from you and what that's all about. Brookie, I talk to you all the time. I always want to hear from you. Emma, you so quiet. I know the quiet ones know all the good juicy scoops. She's probably got a lot of magic in there. And then Nastasia, you just look magical, so you already know. I love all y'all. I did want to especially shout out each of my ladies. Please, I mean, Crazy Pop Mom, if you want to lead the way, we could just let's handle this.
Okay, I don't know why you picked me first because I usually pick last, and I really like it gets me revved up for that.
Okay, well, I'm very unconventional, boo. I got you.
Clearly are. Okay, no, I ended up going on Jeff's show because I have been dealing with this since I was 10. But I'm donating a necklace that I have made to try and bring in some money to get some people out of prison. So we're all on the same page. I'm doing this on another platform, but it's all the same thing. And when Solo told me what you all were doing over here with Jeff, I was like, oh, well, this is really cool because this brings right into what I'm doing over there. So then I met Jeff. So yeah, that's how I ended up here. But I do pour painting artwork like you see in the back. And I'm trying to work the weed into it. So I started making like trays because, you know, we all want trays.
Crazy Pop Mom, do you remember when I told you about spin art?
Yes.
Ask
Yeah.
Rodimus. Ask Rodimus.
Had-
Ask Rodimus. Ask Rodimus, the birthday boy, about spin art. Just ask him.
Oh, you know more about that? Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, in 1958, my dad was on 2 television shows in the U.S. called What's My Line and I've Got a Secret, presenting his painting machine, which he was introducing to the art world because at that time Jackson Pollock was like the god of painting, who was like splatter art, and because he was being so like raised to like deity status by the art establishment, my dad said, you know, I invented a machine. If you just throw paint at it at the spinning canvas, everyone can be a modern artist. And that was his proletariat statement to the art world. Of course, the art critics disliked that, but he made this point that, you know, technology can enable some of us to express ourselves in ways that we didn't know we could before. He invented spin art, and if you look online, like the history of spin art, you'll see that my dad, Rodimus, or Eugene Farah, is the father of spin art. So I am his son.
Isn't that cool? And look, Rodimus, look at her art.
Yeah, the other day too, and I was like, oh my god, what's the chances of knowing someone that knows someone? And now, wow, I get to actually talk to you. That's super wild. Because yeah, you asked me if I had a record player that I could try this on. I have a record player, but I can't do that to it. But if I ever see one, you know I'm going to grab it now, right? Because that sounds super freaking neat. But well, yeah, I do a little
every county fair you go to, you just pay $1 or $2 and you can do your own spin art. That's something since the 60s when my dad in the 50s invented it. So I'm sorry. I'm proud. Of course, it's great. It's amazing. You know, I didn't do it. My dad did it.
We wouldn't have ideas if it didn't come from somewhere.
Right? Okay, back to pot, everybody.
So yes, as I was saying, I am making trays now to bring it into the weed world because, you know, I'm Crazy Pop Mom. I need weed in there somewhere. And just blowing it while I'm creating doesn't seem to do that. So I've been making things that correspond with that, my little trays and stuff. So that is what I've been up to.
They're beautiful. Okay, Modest, take it away. You still with us, Modest? Can you hear us, Modest? I guess it's up to me.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right.
You want what? You we going to the next lay day?
Yeah. Keep going. It's your show right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I would love to hear from Miss Brooke Westlake because we have the Women in Cannabis Expo coming up in Las Vegas, and this is like the perfect show to talk about that and maybe even see how all of us sisters in the chat can connect a little more, and even some of you, the brothers too, you know? So
Brookie, let's go.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name's Brooke. And yes, like Mata said, we have coming up in less than 2 weeks the Women in Cannabis Expo down in Las Vegas. Happy birthday, Rodimus. Always exciting. So we are offering this week a buy one, get one free. So if you want to bring your bestie, your mom, your dad, whoever you want to bring, buy one ticket, get one free. We have 20 women, amazing speakers lined up for the day. We have 40 exhibitors. We are doing raffle prizes. Our grand prize is going to be a trip to Coral Cove in Jamaica. They are a psilocybin and cannabis wellness resort, and their main owner is coming and she is presenting with us. And then she has offered that it's a 3-day, 2-night stay, and they are throwing in a $100 gift card. I see you. They're throwing in a $100 gift card for their on-site store. So we're super excited about that. And then prior to our mixer, we are doing a woman of color panel, a woman of color in cannabis panel, that these women are going to share their experiences, their stories, their ups and their downs, and what's happened as they've gone into this industry, especially as we're trying to get rid of prohibition. And then we are going to go into a fun hour after that with cocktails, music, awards, and raffle prizes. So we hope you can all join us in some capacity. Send your friend or whoever you want to send to come join us. It's Tuesday, September 27th in Las Vegas at the Starbase Industrial Building. And we are super, super excited to be in Vegas. This is our 3rd show out of 4 shows total this year. So, and Modest, hostess with the mostest, she is on that amazing panel. In fact, she helped line up, I would say, all of those women on that panel. And she and I have been working together. She is so awesome to work with. If you do not know Modest, you need to know Modest because she is a blazing boss in the cannabis industry, and she is somebody you want to know. We are making headway, we are turning heads, and we are getting the job done.
Woohoo!
Oh, wow.
And Brooke, where is the expo? What hotel or what restaurant? Where are you at?
We are at a place called.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Starbase.
Wait, hang on a second, guys. I'm sorry. Modest was trying to respond to all that, and we kind of talked over her. I just want to say that. Okay.
That's okay. That's something I've been working on in this season, trying to have 2 ears and one mouth. I've been catching myself doing it, so that's all right. We all end up meshing together. I appreciate you, birthday boy. We appreciate you. So, no, Starbase is actually really dope. And Brooke, I actually, well, Brooke knows, I bartend there. So this spot is actually, it has a bunch of different like selfie areas and really cool themed rooms. It's a really beautiful, vibey location, and it's women owned, it's women run, and the women are women of weed, women that love the plant as well. Most celebrities stop by there every time they come into Las Vegas. That's why they call it the Starbase, and it's right next to the Raiders, the Legion Stadium where the Raiders play.
Is it weed friendly? Can you smoke in there?
Not inside, outside, right?
Low key, yeah. It's you know, we do what we need to do. You know what I mean?
And what's the website? What's the website, ladies?
Women in Cannabis Expo.
Okay, great. So Women in Cannabis Expo. I'll post that. You guys keep talking. Share more.
No, consumption. We just got our emails that we can start applying for our consumption lounge licenses. We'll have, what is it, Brooke? It's up until October 14th, right? It's like yeah, there's a little window.
Once they open it, and they're trying to do, they're doing 20 licenses in the state of Nevada for consumption lounges. And what they're doing is they're breaking them off into 10 if you were a white male. It is $10,000, and of course you have to submit all the items that they have required in the packet. But they are doing a social equity inclusion opportunity, and that is another 10 licenses, and that is $2,500, and you have to qualify. They've got some parameters. So 20 licenses total, and they will be doing a lottery system for those licenses. As Mata said, it's in the middle of October. Once they open the license, I believe everybody has 10 days to get all the documentation that they request, and it's on their website for the CCB, which is the regulatory governing body in Nevada that oversees the cannabis industry here. And so that's an exciting thing that's happening in our state, because Modest can attest to this. All the licensing in Nevada, from lab testing to growers to dispensaries, has been shut down since 2019. How the state of Nevada distributed those licenses, people were unfairly picked for those, and those people fought back, and they said, this is bullshit. And so rightfully so, they sued the state of Nevada. The state of Nevada has not been able to open up those other licenses, but they are moving forward with consumption lounge licenses. And if you know somebody who's interested, you know somebody who qualifies for social equity, please let them know. We want to continue to uplift anybody who wants to be in this industry and open a business, and we want to be able to support them. And so Nevada is opening 20 consumption lounge licenses, and it's about sometime mid-October.
And Brooke, they just did the application period. The open date is going to be October 14th, 2022 at 8 o'clock a.m. I'll put it in the chat. And then the application period closes October 27th, 2022 at 5 o'clock p.m. If you haven't already signed up for the CCB's email updates, you know, Brooke has been good about that, always forward them over. And I actually ended up signing up, subscribing for myself. And I suggest you guys do the same. If you do subscribe, you'll have this information in your email. We'll drop it in the chat right now, though, so you have it.
Ladies, can I share a consumption bar idea that I have with you?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this consumption bar idea, and I don't want anybody in the big world to steal it, but a big deal if they do.
Well, you better get your patent before you tell them.
Yeah, no. I'm going. I've learned my lesson. I'm too old to like not hold back or do NDAs on everybody.
We want to do everything with good intention.
So this is
definitely recognize the ideas we get.
This is my drum roll. This is my drum roll. You ready, everybody? Because we got to be a little bit funny on our show here. You know, I got the Dr. Demento whistle. So consumption bars are going to start popping up. I believe that we should have green Ubers come to pick you up and take you home or back to your hotel, and that whole business is going to be called Duber. That's going to that's going to be.
I get it. That's lit.
Part of what the requirements are is when you apply, you have to provide documentation of how people can get safe rides home.
Right.
So
so I think the Duber, like Uber, it's going to be a Duber app. You just click on your Duber app.
You guys know something? You want to know something interesting? To be honest with you, between me and you, a little game. Some of these places here that are already set up to have consumption lounges already have like arranged transportation, like already connected to the facility.
That's fantastic.
So
that's fantastic.
Been building this for a long time, you know, just to make sure people can get transported safely to and from, and also not get hounded by the police either. Not trying to be like that, but I mean, it's a thing.
You know what? I want to mention something about that.
Stuff.
You know what's interesting about that is that here they are so oversensitive about cannabis and people having rides, and when they open up bars, you don't see them saying, well, you better have opportunities for people to have rides so they don't get a DUI and crash their car. I just find it a little interesting that the dynamics of the business of how they want it for cannabis is so different for just having a bar. Like, people walk in and out of bars and drink all the time and get behind the car and drive.
They sure do.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that. Sorry. I just thought that was important.
No, that's real shit. That is important. Wow, that's so funny.
Okay, Modest, keep on.
I know, but Brooke does this thing where she like makes my brain expand. So I'm just having a moment right now. I'm just glad I'm not on video. But yeah, that's legit. That's good stuff. Yeah, but we were gonna say that to say if we ever have to discuss, you know, how we're gonna get down with the get down when we have events, we can always talk about that not on the air, you know. So until we get our lounge license back. Nobody's losing no licenses on here, okay? No, but seriously, no, I really want to hear from you. What about Emma? You gonna talk to me, girl? You ain't got no attention for me, girl?
Hey,
how you doing? Hey, beautiful. What you gotta share with the people? We want to hear the good nuggets you got for our Happy Meal over there. You got something?
Well,
Okay.
I will say there is a little bit more education that needs to be done at the level of the cannabis world to the masses and remove some of the wrong assumptions of what it's all about as well. Especially showing more about the benefits of that plant, because that plant is basically golden. It's a golden, beautiful fluids. I don't know how to say the word golden after that. I lose my train of thoughts on this one, but it's a beautiful plant that can do miracles inside and out, and we need to expand the understanding, the training, the knowledge. And I am glad to hear at the beginning of the conversation that women are basically the one who are nurturing that plant more than the men, because in the old age, it's always been like that. Women always took care of the plants. So to me, it's a beautiful thing to see it continues into the tradition. But education should be one of the biggest things that people need to know, because not everybody understands the benefits and the healing side of that plant, the holistic side, because there's a beautiful holistic side that everybody wants to hide, because they only want to show that 10% of, oh, you get high. But that's not what the plant does. The plant does purification of the soil, proven study in Chernobyl where the radiation where marijuana plants are, it's so low that you can be over there next to the plant without any problem or any radiation, because it's filtering it. As I said, it can help to feed people, it can help to make items as well, and it can heal. That's the whole part of it. It's the healing side of it that should be more prominent. So I just hope the industry start to focus on the education as well, because most people do not understand the benefit of that plant and what it can do for the earth and the environment as well. So that to me is something I wanted to share today.
Hey Emma,
Wow.
Can I chime in? Can I chime in real quick?
Wow.
Yeah, come on in.
Wow.
I want to say that my journey into cannabis is a very different one, as we all have a different journey. But the plant at this point right now in my life is actually helping keep me alive. I almost passed away in 2020, came within a couple hours of losing my life. And by the end of that year, I was so significantly dropped a lot of weight and was sick. And I was looking for alternative solutions, and I was working in the industry, but I had tried cannabis 20 years ago and I had a very bad panic attack. And so, back then you got bad pot or good pot. And because my experience was so bad, I was like, I'm never touching it again. But here I was in 2020, December, sick, can't keep my food down. And so I went to a dispensary, told them my story of like, look, I tried it 20 years ago. This is what happened. And it was really the bud tender that taught me about microdosing. And it has changed my life. I'm able to eat today. I was able to eat my lunch today because I'm not throwing it up because I had cannabis. And it has actually changed my world, both on a physical business as well as physically for my body. And you were saying the purification. When you said purification and you said, I think you said you were going to say filter or something with an S word, the thing that came to mind was purification of the soul. And that's really what I feel like part of this plant has done for me, for my body, for my health, to help keep me alive. I just want to share that.
It purifies the body, the mind, and the soul. But the other thing too, because people are assuming, oh, I have to smoke it. No, there's a way to extract the amino acid so you don't get high, but you get the full benefits and the full spectrum of the plant. And that we need to focus on that, because, and I said it, and I think the last time I was with Jeff, I put a big, boom into the world of pharma. That plant can heal so many diseases. It's unbelievable, and it can help the body naturally without any side effects. That to me, we in the industry in cannabis should focus on extracting the amino acids, should be able to provide the resources for the people who need it, not to smoke it, but to digest it as well. So I think there is a lot to do with that plant at the holistic level, and we need to develop that side of it because we're turning more into the holistic world. I'm a holistic person, so if I can, and I'm a non-user, I'm a non-cannabis user, but I would like to have the amino acid extracted because I would like to use that.
Can I chime in for a second? I
Sure.
really believe in what you're saying, and I have a dream to have the cannabis, not only the hotel but the hospital, the place to go to where people are trained to know what strain and what level and dose. You start slowly until it does its magic. But if you have pancreas, if you have cancer, if you have pain, that there's nowhere to go anymore. The medical shops have become bud tenders, and so
Hey, you guys, I know somewhere to go. We have the homeboys, between all of us, the homeboys have a lab out here, and they know how to measure their stuff. A lot of them are chefs and stuff now, but they know how to measure it, and they're treating people like end of life. Like, I got some stuff for my grandma before she transitioned, and then like a few of them have had seizures. We're having seizures in their life, like in their past life, like before cannabis, and have since cured the seizures within like some people in our community out here just by dosing it properly
and using the
injecting it.
Charlotte's Web, the strain that
Charlotte's
works
Web,
for
Phoenix
the strain that
Spears.
works for the specific ailment. And so I'm just really curious as why there's not the book, there's not a PDR, those fat books that every page tells you that this strain specifically is really groovy for this, and that they've studied it, and the testimonials, so you can make your choice and also have a quality of life through the plant.
Well, it comes
I have
down
a
to one
book
thing.
for you.
It comes down to one thing: money. If you remove
You know
this
it.
from the pharma, they are $1 billion, and they will never allow the cannabis to be off the prohibited list. And I'm going to say that up and loud, and I said it, and will continue to say it, because that will take their bread and butter than what they're making right now. They're either pumped up people with pills, and it's unnecessary, and most of the time, and it damages more the body. When you read the contraindication on some of the medication I read, I'm like, why would I take this? It's going to hurt me in another way. But that's okay. That will solve your problem. When you go the holistic way, it's more of a gentle approach. And that will, like you said, we need holistic doctors. We need people who are expert and can help those patients. If we got this, my goodness, we got a better world.
Well, Dr. Machulam is 96 years old. In Israel, they've been studying the plant and the medicinal aspects of PTSD receptors, and it's true, and it's still not getting to the federal level that they're allowing us to end prohibition globally for something that's more benign than alcohol and does more things. I mean, look at the hempcrete industry that's not happening. It's just beginning. So in our lifetime, I want to share that with the children, share the medicine with the adults and the children, and to end prohibition and bring our prisoners home. Everybody, we're on Weedsday with Women in Weed Day. We're really blessed to have Modest Joan be our co-host, and Rodimus Parra having a little birthday here, the grasshopper from the early days on Kung Fu the series, and everybody else. We got Vicky in the house. Vicky just came in. Why don't you say hi, Vicky? Vicky came to the event with us in Vegas, and I might be able to stay with Vicky if I can get myself down to come to the Women in Weed show. Otherwise, I'll send Vicky because she's in Vegas, or she's going to go there soon. So Vicky, say hello to the ladies.
Hey guys, nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you all. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. I just kind of jumped in late, so I apologize for that. But I can watch the replay later and catch the beginning. But I didn't hear, when is the thing in Vegas, or when is it that you were talking about this special event, Jeff?
It's the 27th of this month.
Oh, it is. Okay. And where is it at?
Ladies.
It's at the Starbase in Las Vegas. So it's on Diablo. It's over off of like Valley View and like in that area over there by like Post Road,
Okay, could
kind
you
of near
guys, like,
Allegiant Stadium.
Can you guys text that to Jeff and he can send it to me?
Yeah,
And I'll
I'll
try
drop
to
it
come
in the
by.
chat too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I have it all over my Instagram and Brooke's Instagram too.
Okay.
So I'll drop it in the chat.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Vicky, tell us a little bit about your relationship with me.
Well, I met you at the Hootenanny. I was in my steampunk and I saw a big camera and I said, hey, come over and take my picture. And that's how we became friends. It was from there. And so I was really interested in the projects that he was working on and I wanted to be a part of it. So I'm glad to be able to help a little bit I can. Not much, but you know, every little bit helps.
Well, it's great to have you, and I'm glad you're in Vegas and going to hold down the fort there. We're going to bring Shalana up. Shalana, come tell us a little bit about Punkdemic and introduce yourself.
Oh my God. Well, so you just kind of threw me in there. Hello.
Okay, say hello to Modest Jones. She's taking over.
Hey.
Modest, I want you to meet Punkdemic. She's going to be a fashion maven with us. We're going to get her hemp t-shirts. I promise.
Okay, let's go. What he said. Yeah, so I didn't come on necessarily to delve into the world of hemp because it's a deep rabbit hole, which I'm not extremely familiar with. But he's just been telling me all about it and how fantastic all the ladies are, and anything that starts with women in the front, I generally want to be a part of anyway. But during the pandemic, I started a brand called Punkdemic. And part of it was because of the division I was seeing during the pandemic. Like everybody was afraid to go deal with anyone, see anybody, visit it. Well, we weren't allowed to at one point, but people were just afraid. And so there's all these different settings where I found that people, it was their outlets, the art museums. I like live music, skate parks, and just friends that I had that were doing things that were their outlets socially, they couldn't do. And so I was seeing things like, increased drug use and depression, just like all this craziness. And so I was just sitting there. And at the time, yes, I might have been partaking. And I was like, you know what? This isn't a fucking pandemic. It's a punkdemic. I go, this is ridiculous, So that's where the name came from. And it just kind of went from there. And I just started putting out, I don't know, I got like 20 something designs right now. The last one I did was like an old school hip hop style shirt. But once I get this off the ground, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with different projects. I also worked as a journalist for a bit. So I'm published, photography. I'm kind of all over the board, but he just made you guys sound fantastic. And I had to step out for a second. I'm back. And I haven't been disappointed. You guys are super, super interesting ladies. And you, I want to hear more about you, Miss Jones.
Me? Oh, hey. Well, you know what? Your brand sounds dope. I can't wait to see all your clothes. And you said some old school hip hop. That's certainly my vibe.
Right.
So I'm excited for the connection.
Nice. No, I sent you a request already in between my little departure and coming back.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, the new design it throughout was like the old, what are those called? Like a bucket hat.
Oh, yeah.
And one mic, you know what I mean? And that's like what's on the new the shirt that I just put out
I
recently.
can't wait to see it.
Right. And then the guy that does my media, he's also in the music industry and puts out some hip hop artists and things like that. But he just did a song with one of the Wu-Tang Clan. He did a song with Capadonna from the Wu.
Oh, I know Cap. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So he just did a song with
it
him or whatever. So hopefully my shirt will be worn on one of these videos.
Yeah, we can get those in the right hands for sure.
Well, I would appreciate
And I was gonna say, you guys, we could all build like that. And even like Jeff keeps talking about this party with Snoop, but the thing y'all don't know about Snoop, or maybe some of y'all do, he's around and he's around the game and he's very supportive. So when we have all of our ducks lined up and we have our pretty packaging on all the things that we're doing, and we know, specifically the charities, and we have everything lined up, he's going to want to do it for the Last Prisoner Project or Lifers or whatever, Jeff, whatever you're into. Like, there's so many people willing to give back in so many different ways. And us just coming together with all of our heads and all of our resources is just going to make us that much stronger to get what we want. Then you're going to be like, oh, now I have this extra $1 million that business wants us to donate. You know what I mean? You just never know. You just got to create it, you know?
Well, women are some of the most innovative beings I've ever known.
Hey.
So if we can't take a little penny and make it into $1 billion, I don't know who can.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like, well, I told him, I don't know. I'm like, you know, weed's not my whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm familiar, so to speak. I go, so I don't know how much I would contribute. I go, but they all sound really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on.
We think you have a lot to give.
I'm going to be on his, I'm going to do his show, his legacy show on Saturday and talk about the brand. And like, it's a trip because everybody so far that works for Pandemic is a person of color, as they like to say. And it just worked out that way. I didn't do it on purpose at all. It just, that's what's been going on.
Sometimes, you know?
Right. So I think it's pretty neat. I think, yeah. So, hi, everyone.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I saw
what
the
about
flyer.
that?
I saw the flyer you're on for the women in, what is it called? The whole thing. It's not Women in Weed, though. It's called something else, right?
The
Cannabis?
Women of Color, the Women in Cannabis Expo. That's Brooke's
yes,
Expo.
I
She's
follow,
in there too.
Follow Thunderwalker. She's on your flyer.
Oh, yeah.
I follow everything that, oh my God. I think she's one of the most stunning women I've ever seen. Like,
Well, you should come check out the panel.
Right, I follow her and all the stuff that she does as well. So I thought it was a trip that you were here and she's on there. And you see how it works?
Yeah, let's do it. I see the connection. Everything's aligning. That means we're on the right track. So
exactly.
And all. And you know what? The plant is like such a advocate for the synchronicities. It seems like. So.
True.
You know,
I've had some of the most interesting experiences I've ever had with different individuals. And the plant was involved in some way, shape, or form. Planting it, growing it, talking about it, you know, may or may not have been smoking it, you know. It was always in the middle of everything that was going on, especially in the music industry.
You know, that's where I started in hip hop, and my underground or legacy market as well. My whole beginnings came from hip hop and cannabis, you know, with my career.
Right, and I was I went from punk to like being all in the reggae scene to back to hip hop. So yeah, it does, like it unites a lot of people. Music is amazing.
You know, one of the guys last night, we went to a women in wellness thing. He was saying music and cannabis always seem to like bring people together. Two things that always bring people together, and it's so true because I could tell you about my hip hop journey, but I've been into so many rock experiences, and I had a whole little time when I was younger. I dated drummers. So I've been to all kind of like Ozfest and Lollapaloozas and all kinds of themes, you know?
I did a thing with bass players. I don't know what, like every bass player on the planet wanted to date me. So I started like, I don't date musicians.
I used to be like that too. I used to say that. I would never date a celebrity.
Oh, you're in a band? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an MC? No.
Yep. I used to be like that.
I went and saw Positive K. He was here in
LA.
LA.
I love him.
Dude, well, the guy that does my media is he kind of does his management and impresses him a little bit, puts him out there, and so he goes, throw on your shirt and come out here. So I ended up doing like a little interview with Paz and got to meet him and show them, and so dude, really cool person, right? And then,
that whole era though, they're all cool like that.
In the middle of all of this, right? Then there's Jeff. And he just, you know, will call me and I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, he always has these cool things to talk about. And he's just such an interesting guy and his energy's fantastic. So when he says, hey, come on, my podcast or whatever, I can say no.
Right? We love you.
Well, I mean,
I was like, okay, all right.
Honestly, I feel like we're all here for the same purpose. You know, Jeff, you always have so many great ideas. You have such a great spirit and you have a good heart. And so often we're just all looking for someone that we could possibly learn how to pour trust into after everything that we've experienced in our different experiences, you know what I mean? But with all of us, I just want to transmute like as much that I want to flip into how positive I want it to be. Like I want to transmute so much energy into what Emma was saying, like just into the healing and the destigmatization of the plant and just allowing it to do what it's on earth to do before all the fear set in and all the greed set in or whatever have you guys. I just want to flip it to the energy we're looking for, but I also want to flip it all into abundance and security And, just, we do have to bring in the income if we want to build, if we want our own property to grow, if we want to, push through the legacy. So I really just am here for the long haul to turn all of Jeff's ideas to help to assist and aid and be there to see Jeff's ideas all turn into actual cashable value for him and for all of us. And I see it all with the relationships. I mean, the story that our Punkdemic lovely queen just told, that's so many of our stories. We have these intense relationships with very established mindsets, people that are in their true purpose and their self. And if we all are coming together with this energy, as we are all coming together with this energy, we're limitless. We have possibilities that are just limitless.
Well, I actually, on my page, it has my real name, but I go by Amazon. My Instagram is She Is Amazon. People that know me from the industry, quote unquote, and the streets, quote unquote, again, that's what I go by. I'm really tall.
Don't tell on yourself, Amazon, okay?
Yeah,
no. Know me.
But if you see my real name, I'll be looking around in the air where's the fucking, if we're not in a business meeting or something, I don't respond usually to my first name. But it's also easier to remember than my real name too. But no, you're right. And see, I like plants in general. I was into healing herbs and the properties of that, growing your own food, the whole shebang. So just plants in general, not even just that particular plant, although that plant is important.
Wind Shalana up, and there she goes.
I apologize.
We're so happy to have you, Shalana. Yay. Hey, wait. That's my Dr. Demento whistle. Well, everybody, I'm going to do a reset on the room. We are with Weedsday, everybody. We're not even at the top of the hour. We're at 1:11 almost here, and it's okay. It's my show. We can go over, we can go under, and it's a birthday wish for Lance Glore. Lance Glore was in or is in prison. In prison, if you can see that, that's prison. I was in prison with Michael Thompson there. And so Lance is in prison. He's a youngster. It's his birthday this week. So everybody say happy birthday to Lance Glore. Happy birthday, Lance.
Happy birthday, Lance.
So yesterday on the Lance Glore hour, they were talking about jury nullification. You can say no to crime, and then people won't go to jail. So that's what they were talking about. I'm just sharing you some birthday things. Here's another thing. It says, you can't see it because of my green screen, but it says trimming sucks. So here is my movie here, everybody. Just remember that there are people in jail still for weed, and we're on Weedsday. I love doing this. The announcement today is that we're going to have Women in Weed every third Weedsday, and every fourth Weedsday is World 420 Day. I talked to Tommy Chong's people. He's in Greece. He'll be back in October, and we'll have Sir Tommy on, yay, again. And so thank you, ladies, for showing your goddess side and for doing the mama side. I was thinking as you were talking, ladies, that it's really, I just went into this male plant thing. The males can't be next to the females because they'll ruin the crop, but the females give the medicine. The females do the high stuff. And I would say that myself, when I'm in your presence, when I'm holding your hand, when I'm watching a movie with you, making food together, I get high. And I want to stay there for the rest of my life. I want to be honoring to you. I want to walk and hold your hands, and I want to hold your hands through my gift to all you ladies to find other ladies, and you can be a guest host. So don't forget. We lost Natasha for a minute, but she'll be back. She's my beautiful Canna nurse mom. And so you're welcome to be a guest host, everybody. And
Jeff, you looking for Canna love over here? You sound like you're looking for some Canna love.
Hey, send me a Canna mama and I'll be happy, you know? Yeah, damn.
That's right, you let them know, okay?
So
Okay.
so I have the legacy poster up there for my legacy show this weekend. Come on, everybody. This weekend, we're going to have legacy show on Saturday with Shalana and her incredible hip hop team. And they're going to come on. We've got the skateboarder, which is Johnny Drinkward. And we have DJ Johnny coming on, who did a song with Wu-Tang, and we want Wu-Tang at our concert up there with Snoop and with Willie Nelson. So let's pull this off, everybody. Let's stay in our bubble. Let's pull it off. Let's end prohibition by getting the stigma louder. Let's get louder. We don't have to do a million march to the White House, but why not? But in the meantime, I'm going to focus on doing the concert. And I'm working on a golf tournament too, but the money's going to go to the Relief Foundation. So if you support us, everybody, on relief-foundation.com, all you global people, there's a link on there. The money will go to the prisoner fund from Freedom Grow. They can disperse it properly. They have the 501c3. And if you need to write it off, I will get you their donation button and you can write it off directly. So we love you, everybody. We're on Weedsday. We're going to get final words from everybody. Final words, Emma. Come on.
Sorry, I was on mute. Well, peace, everybody, and learn.
Okay. Final words, Shalana.
You know, I never have a final word, Jeff.
Hey,
I have all kinds of words. No, it was really nice meeting everyone, and I really appreciate the connection and look forward to talking to you all soon.
Okay, final word, Crazy Pop Mom.
Thanks for having me on. Sorry I've talked about my art. Usually that's what people call me on their shows for.
Beautiful.
I just
Beautiful.
So I am a part of this whole growing world. So thanks for having me on. It's been great to be with all you women.
You can share your art always, every time, and forever. We love you. Grab some women yourself. Come in the back scenes, the back office, and I'll have you be our next Crazy Pop Mom guest host. Brooke. Oh, Brooke just lost Brooke. Brooke, maybe she'll come back. And Brooke is always available. And she's connected with Modest. And we're gonna keep going around the horn. Rodimus, final words, birthday boy.
Oh, thanks. You know, I'm just very impressed by the amount of experience, wisdom, passion, strength, and beauty that came to this show tonight. And just want to say, you know, this is very powerful. I'm grateful to be here.
Oh, yeah, we got Brooke back. And thank you so much for having a birthday and being born.
I couldn't help it.
What's your favorite strain? What's your favorite strain on your birthday?
Me, Rodimus?
Yeah. What's your favorite strain?
You know, it's like I've been living in France for 6 years, and I haven't really actually imbibed a whole lot lately. So, you know, I gotta say sativa, right?
Okay. We'll go backwards again. Shalana, what's your favorite strain?
I have to pick one.
Yeah, just one. I mean, of the week, the favorite strain of the week. You know, blueberry, chocolate, whatever.
Do you remember OG Kush? Anyone?
Hell yeah, I got OG Kush.
That was my go-to. You know.
Okay, I got some Takao OG Kush for you right here.
Okay, Modest. Modest, what's your favorite strain, Modest, of the week?
GMO, gassy gas. GMO, gassy good night.
Oh, look at Eric's going. Eric's going.
You liked it?
Emma, what's your favorite strain, Emma?
You know I don't use. I'm getting one
I
of
used
those
to be a
smoking.
GG4.
So
What's your favorite way to apply cannabis though? Because you were talking about treating people with cannabis. You talking about like creams and like salves and balms and stuff like you like CBD?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Oh yes. The bath soaps,
I do.
girl.
the bath salts.
Oh,
And I use it for the body.
Oh
The
yeah.
bath soaps with the salt. You have to come make sure I don't go to sleep in the tub. Good night. Man.
Magnesium.
Man.
Magnesium.
That's everything.
Okay, we're going around the horn. Eric, what's your favorite strain?
Boy, I don't know Modest really got me with the garlic mushroom onions. That's
Oh my
some
goodness.
some fire spaghetti sauce is
Yeah.
a treat to behold. But I also really like my workout strains too. It just fascinates me that you can smoke weed and then go exercise. Like it's a brave new world. But I'd have to say I really like Jack Hare and Dirty Girl for gin strains too. But yeah, that GMO cultivar, you get a good one of those. Whew, it's like vaping garlic. It's really good stuff. So.
And
Great flavor profiles and great lifestyle options.
and final words to our audience in the world.
Yeah, I'm just I'm so happy that we've got the Women of Weed Wednesday now, because it's you know, a genuine passion of mine to see a more just and equitable industry for everyone involved, particularly those that come from disproportionately impacted communities. But the number of women in the cannabis industry does not tell a whole picture about the actual power in there as well. So I'm so excited that we're putting this conversation forward. I look forward to working from the background to help improve everything for everyone. And this is a great first step. I look forward to the third Wednesday of every month.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Emma, you have your hand up.
Oh, I do? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey. And she doesn't smoke.
Yo, you gotta like hide by association, bro. You just in the plant. You just hide. You got a contact.
Yeah, now. Yeah, now.
Contact hide.
Yeah, well. Okay, we're down to
three extra final words. Happy birthday, grasshopper.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you, man.
Hemp, hooray. So, so Brooke, what's your favorite strain?
I like the cherry cough. It's a sativa, or no, the cherry cough is I thought that might be a hybrid. And then I like the Tyson brand. It's a sativa, and it's very smooth. I really, really like those two.
The Tyson brand's super high, yeah.
Yeah.
2.0. Oh yeah.
Yep. And my final word of the day is thank you, everybody, for supporting each other and what you're doing, supporting women, supporting the plant. And we hope to see you in Las Vegas on September 27th at the Women in Cannabis Expo. Go to our website, womeninCannabisExpo.com, and you're going to see me and Modest. And who doesn't want to hang out with Modest? Because she's like the best. Hey.
Oh, Lord. Stop it.
We have too much fun together.
To me,
so we're going to have so much fun on stage, right, Modest?
We have fun in the car. We
So
have fun everywhere.
So okay. Brooke, I'll try to make it. I'll try to make it down, and if I don't, I'll try to make it to San Francisco for your last show. You know.
Yeah, just communicate, Jeff. You know what to do.
Oh yeah. Well, Vicky, who was on earlier, Vicky is she has a timeshare there, and she's gonna be there. And if she's got family there, but if they book out by the 27th. And I have a free room, I'll see what a round trip is, and I'll try to raise that money. I sold my motorhome yesterday, my broken one, and the guy went for a trailer. He was from El Salvador. This is off topic, everybody, but he gave me $100 down deposit. He signed the little thing that, and I haven't heard from him yet. So that couple grand is not here. But if he comes back, I'm coming. When I get some dough, I'm gonna go. You know, it's in the flow, and I'll have some mojo. So, so
keep that attitude, keep that energy.
Yeah, Solo, are you coming? Solo, are you here? Are you with us, Solo? Okay, Solo's not here. So yeah, we love to go. We love to blow. We love to have some mojo. And happy birthday, Rodimus, and everybody. Okay. So my favorite strain is. You know, recently, I grew 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I grew Gorilla Glue 4, and it kind of was just my go-to. But my old school seeds were Colombian, and that got me to play Bob Marley. You know, so it's between those two and the Jack Hare strain. I love the Jack Hare Terror strain for sure. It's mellow.
I love Jack Hare, period.
He's our granddaddy. He's our granddaddy. We love you. We love you, Jack. We'll have Dan back on soon. And so yeah, so we're loving up the ladies, and that my new concept for my show. I got 4 a month. This is 120. Can you believe it, you guys? I've only missed a couple months. You know, that's when I was on the road, and a couple weeks. I mean, and Rodimus knows what it takes to produce anything, and he was in TV for so long. You know, Little House on the Prairie, Rodimus was on. It's your birthday. I can share with to everybody.
It's your birthday.
Oh yeah, it's your birthday, dude. You know, it's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Does anybody have? Oh, Modest, I want you to close us out, and then I'll do the outro.
Okay, well, you know, back to what we were saying before, I just hope that we're all out here planting seeds of purpose and just giving the best of ourselves. And if we're coming into a rocky time where we don't recognize what we're seeing in ourselves, or we're not completely pleased with it, let's all please do our best to tap in to one another. I know that I'm super easy to reach at Modest Jones on all social media. It's my Gmail, it's my .com. You can feel free to tap in about anything, even little conversations about bath bombs and CBD rubs. I mean, I get questions you guys wouldn't even believe, but I'm looking forward to finding out the reason why I'm aligning with each and every one of you during this time. And I just love that we all have Jeff in common. And I just need us all to make sure we're pouring into one another. Sometimes we have to slow each other down so that we can focus on the task at hand. But I'm happy to take some time to pour into each and every one of our individual projects. And I'm sure you guys will do the same for me. And as far as the resources we all have, I mean, all the things you guys have been speaking into existence on this phone call and this chat, I see them. And so once I see something, I know it's going to happen. So all we have to do is build together, use all of our best gifts, and we can present a pretty package to any of these guys, these people that you guys mentioned on this call. There's no one that's unattainable to this group here. So peace and blessings, love. And just remember, if it doesn't come from a place of peace and love, it's not from God. You are God. We are God. The plan is God. If you don't feel peace and love in the moment, then it's time to shift that dynamic, because that means something's off. So if you stay true to that and reverent, and if you need help and accountability, me and Brooke, Jeff, we do that. We hold each other accountable. So love, just love. That's it.
Ham Ham Parade. Everybody give me a 3, and I'll do a screenshot for our thank you poster. Everyone give a 3 for weed. Everyone, come on. There 3. Give me 3. Yeah. Up 3. We're gonna get 3. There's Modest with 3. Come on, Modest. You're almost there. There you go. 3. Everybody 3. Boom. Come on, get in. There you go. Okay, good. 3 for weed, everybody. That's our new peace sign. And you know what I say? I say 3 is weed, 2 is peace, and F schedule 1. So I love you all. Here's our outro, and you know where to find me. Rodimus, you know where to find me. Emma, get your butt to Seattle, and I'll pick you up. Come over and stay and play, and let's get some photography to the world. Let's do our drop and NFT drop. And love you, everybody. Here's our outro. I'm gonna put it on now. Love you, everybody. Great show. Wait. Okay, there you go. Here we go. Wow, happy birthday. So here's our outro, everybody. Boom. And we will go here. That's not our outro. It's right. Let's see if we can find it again. We had it right on the money. Okay, here it is. Boom. Home. Outro.
A parade.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we have a Weedsday today. It's going to be super fun, and we are announcing that today is Women in Weeds Day, and we are going to have every third Weedsday rotating guest hostess, and I'm so excited. And so smoke it out and go shopping, everybody. When I go to Safeway here in my little town at midnight, people are bouncing off the walls. So it's kind of fun. Just keep fun. And everything's so serious these days, mortgage and all that stuff. So love you. Happy Weeds Day. Pam Pam Hooray. And women, welcome. We love you. So save the world for us. Okay. All the grandmothers unite. Jeffy Fresh saying, you know what that means. And we are brave and we are happy that we can be the word of reason. So everybody listen to everybody today and just hug your children, your animals, your plants, and know that we're coming for you, all prisoners. Hemp Hemp Hooray.
Should be with their teammates this week, preparing for the start of the new season. Instead, the 7-time All-Star center for the Phoenix Mercury has been in Russian custody for 75 days.
It's been like 6 months now, everybody. Bring her home. Go Dennis Rodman.
A change in designation. That means officials will no longer wait for her case to wind its way through Russian courts and will seek to negotiate her return.
Come on, everybody. Let's end prohibition now, at last, forever, and give clemency to Sir Leonard Peltier and all the nonviolent 420 cannabis prisoners. We love you. We're here for you. And it's my job and duty and pleasure for the rest of my life dedicated to bring it home.
A parade.
Thank you, Modest Jones, for hosting. We are so happy for you.
Thank you. You got the munchies?
I'm totally eating my chia bowl. I got my chia bowl. Yeah, now.
I love you, Deb.
And that Smokahonta is singing. We're going to make her music big.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what up, Jeff?
Hey, bro.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're here with Solo Breezy, and he's going to give us a quote of the day. You got some background noise.
Yes. I am in the grocery store. So I swap out headphones real quick. I got these big ones.
Okay.
So give me one moment. But I'm in the grocery store today, guys. And guess where I'm located at?
Hey.
Look behind us in the alcohol section.
Oh, yeah. Alcohol is not as safe as weed.
Oh, man. Only fucking light up in here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we get this. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a quote, but this is not just some type of quote. This quote is by the special person named by Jordan Knight. Keep that name in mind. This quote is wrote by this student. To improve relations among people of different backgrounds, I would say learn as much as you can about different cultures. Don't just base everything on stereotypes. Don't base it on what you see on TV. Read books and understand your history and other people's history. Try to educate yourself and understand things that are happening around the world. Quoted by Jordan Knight.
And it had Jordan. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's Jordan Knight? AKA Solo 423. That quote is by me.
Yay! That's our first original quote. Thank you so much. And say hello to the women in weed.
Shout out to the women. I love all you guys and women in weed. Actually, I want to give a big shout out to
Wait. You said all you guys.
The ladies, wonderful ladies and ladies. Thank you. I love all you ladies out there and wonderful women out there. Big shout out to Crazy Pop Mom and also Little Bit. They'll be on your show tomorrow. So keep in mind with those. And also, what's her name? The one that we had on that came in, Modest. She's gonna be on there too, right? Big shout out to her.
Totally.
So shout out to all those women out there. I apologize for calling you guys, but I don't mean that like that. But ladies, do that. So Breezy loves you.
Okay.
Hey everybody, you know what? It is time to say goodbye, and let's see if we can get me back in here. Boom, 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 boom. So we are going to go. Well, our Zoom meeting is dark here, so let's go here and here and here and go Command quit. Quit time, and then go escape and go back to. There we are. Okay, we got Crazy Pop on, Eric Boone, Solar Breezy left on the show here. We're really blessed to have a Women in Weed Day. It was super fun. It was my buddy's birthday. Grasshopper, snatch the bud. So Rodimus, actually a good story on his birthday here. We tell stories that are about everybody. So Rodimus actually said, no, I can't snatch the bud because it'll ruin my career or whatever. And now he's said yes. So we're going to get him on a commercial and we're going to have him snatch the bud. And maybe we'll have Tommy Chong be the sensei. And if they can't be in the same room, maybe we can have it, like Pop Mom, pretend like you're
like this Zoom room right now.
hold your hand out on to the side open now fold it up. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to snatch the bud from you. I gotta go this way. So I'm gonna try to snatch the bud from you. Snatch the bud. So we're gonna get Grasshopper to snatch the bud. And Solo, we love you and thank you so much. And so do you have an end quote, Solo? Do you have an end quote? You got an end quote? Can you talk?
Of course he does. In a second. He's always got one for us.
Unmute yourself, dude. Are you in the hospital? You look like Dr.
Oh, no, he's at work. So
No, I know. So Solo's looking for an end quote. We're going to say goodbye, everybody. It's not goodbye. The Punkdemic is this weekend on Saturday, so don't worry. It's really beautiful to be alive and to be part of the solution. So not the pollution. And we love your art and Crazy Pop Mom. What the hell? We had the son of the man who created Spin Art.
Right? Solo gives us our quote. If you still want it, I have it.
Solo, do you have a quote?
So he says, when the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. It's an unknown quote.
Okay. Well, Hemp Hooray, everybody. And we're really happy to be part of the solution. And it's cleanup time in the world of my world. And we're going to help to bring all the prisoners home. I'm going to say out and thank you, everybody. Cheers and Hemp Hooray, everybody.
Recording.
Banga, 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 banga. Thank you. POD TV. It's so nice to have you. Let's see if I can put my. It's so nice to have you. Boom. Boom. There I am. So it's so nice to have you, everybody, here on Weedsday, and it's been a long show today, and that's okay. It's just what we do and how we roll. Love you. Peace out.